Look, I am not faking an orgasm for a guy who wears cargo shorts.
Guys, we're live.
This is Kyle Seekman for the Turtle Island Underground News Report. We begin tonight with a special investigation from our colleague Allison Reid, who's been tracking a new pattern inside the administration. Allison?
Thanks, Kyle. Donald Trump has found a new magic word, fentanyl, and they're using it to justify anything they want. 100-mile border zone around America? Fentanyl. Weaponizing ICE to kidnap our neighbors? Fentanyl. Sending troops to occupy American cities? Fentanyl. Overthrowing the government of Venezuela? Again. Fentanyl. This isn't drug policy, it's obedience theater. Say fentanyl and anything becomes justified. Say it again and the public stops asking questions.
Thanks, Allison. Is there any blowback over Trump pardoning the former Honduran president convicted of drug trafficking?
Not a bit, Kyle. And that tells you everything. The MAGA base doesn't care about a drug war. They're distracted by their own chew toys. Owning the government is an excuse for MAGA to celebrate by burning food stamps and parading the coffin of Charlie Kirk like a sacred relic to voting. They're not changing policy or government. They're binge-chilling on Carlson versus Fuentes and Candace versus Macron. This is how MAGA made America great again, with self-absorption.
Does anyone in their base see this war on narco-terrorism for what it is? Another weapons of mass destruction?
Quite simply, no. This is the politics of revenge. MAGA doesn't care about facts, they care about winning. Anything in the way is fake news.
Thank you, Allison. Let's take a closer look at what's happening in the Caribbean. Meteorologist Marcel Baptiste has the latest.
Hello, Kyle. And hello, everyone. Down here off the Windward Islands, we're seeing a strange pattern of maritime accidents. A lot of boats that were boats yesterday are not boats today. If you're going out this weekend, bring scuba gear. And maybe a MAGA flag too, eh? It seems to repel chubby warlords. Everyone in the world is watching you, you orange piece of
Thanks, Marcel. Joining us now is retired Marine Corps Colonel Buck Halberd, policy advisor and international law expert. Colonel Halberd, the administration says this is a war on drug trafficking. Our question to you is, how do you fight drug trafficking without creating more terrorists?
You do it with justice. It's the only way. Legally speaking, the people killed in these operations were executed without trial. That means they were, in the eyes of international law, innocent. Even if they were the worst of the worst, no one will ever know the truth. We can't. The truth has been blown to smithereens. Injustice like this doesn't deter terrorism, it generates it. It becomes the seed of future violence. It becomes a story families will remember long after the United States forgets. And when the killing is carried out by a president that thinks he won't be held accountable, it becomes the act of a tyrant and a bully.
Thank you, Buck. Beneath all of this is a quieter insult, one aimed at the American people themselves. Professor Whitethorn is here to tell us more.
Thanks, Kyle. The administration is telling us that Americans are too weak, too fragile, too helpless to manage their own addictions. ICE raids won't fix that. Troops in our streets won't fix that. Killing strangers in the Caribbean won't fix that. Fentanyl didn't come from the Caribbean. It came from American medicine cabinets, from our own doctors, our own pharmacies, our own hunger for numbness. Killing people below the equator will not save a single addict above it. What it will do is create more enemies abroad and more excuses at home for a political movement built on revenge. Back to you, Kyle.
Thank you, Professor. For all of us here at Turtle Island Underground News, that's our report.
Are we clear? Tell me they didn't hear that.
Oh, they heard that.
Don't worry, cargo shorts guy probably doesn't watch the news.
I wonder if he's still in my apartment.